What's up, guys? So this video is obviously going to get updated or uploaded to my other channel, but so yeah, it's probably going to be a while before I start talking about real stuff of what's going on and answering questions and all that. So if you're watching this um, on my other channel, just go ahead and skip forward because I know there's like usually about a 10-minute period or 5-minute period about me waiting for people to get on and all that stuff. So once people start getting on, I'll start talking about everything. What's up, guys? How's it going? What's going on? I don't typically live stream at this time at night, but if you guys like it, maybe I'll do it more often. What's up, Nelson? What's going on? Just waiting for a few more people to hop on, and then I'll start talking about like basically an update on my school because I haven't posted a video in a while and just want to give you guys an update on everything. What's going on? Sorry, Wildo. What's going on? So yeah, let's see. I guess I'll just start talking about. I'm doing good. I'm gonna start talking about basically what's been going on with school and everything. So today, well, we're in our last class. It's called Capstone, and basically it's a review for step one. Fortnite. But yeah, it's a review for step one. So the cool thing about this class is there's one test in the whole entire class and you have to pass, and you can take it 3 times, or not 3 times, but you have 3 dates to take it. So one date was today, and then another date is like April 6th, and another date's April 20th or 19th. And I wanted to take it ASAP, so I took it today. And we started this class about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks ago. So that was like a ton of time, or not a ton of time for me to basically go over everything we've learned in the past 2 years and then take an exam. So I really rushed to kind of take that exam because I wanted to get it out of the way. But yeah, so I was studying for that. I took it today. I did good. And now I'm going to be studying for step one. So will I post a video during that study period? I'm not too sure. We'll see. I think like if I have a lot of downtime, then maybe, but I think it's going to be pretty intense studying, so we'll see. Oh, what's up, guys? Getting a lot of comments now. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I'm gonna try to hop on YouTube Live and update you guys more on my studying and everything. I know I said I was gonna do a video on like my study schedule and how I'm studying for step one, but I think it's like honestly, I don't really know how the schedule is gonna go. So, and there's going to be tweaks to my schedule and everything like that. So what I think I want to do is save that video for after I take the exam and kind of tell you guys everything I did and everything that I wish I would have done or what I would have changed basically about the whole process. So I think that'd be a better video, instead of like making a video while I'm doing it and then changing it up, and not letting you guys know about that. So, but yeah, my exam's June 15th. So basically have from now until then. We do have one mandatory NBME exam that we have to take, which is like, it's administered. I mean, those are the people who administer step one. So it's just like kind of like a practice test. We just have to take it. It's not graded or anything like that. But so yeah, that's everything going on. I'm gonna do a couple quick announcements and show you guys some stuff real quick. Oh yeah, so if you guys are like Alpha Clothing or anything like that, they had a mini restock today. I haven't checked the stock right now, but if you guys are interested in any of their clothing, they restocked all these bamboo tanks, these vent light caps. I wear these to work out in. These are awesome. Everything's back on their site, and then you guys can use my code EJFIT, and that'll save you 15%. Also, next Thursday, Ghost is dropping Max's Mango Margarita pre-workout. I haven't tried it yet because I got it in the mail after I worked out today. So let's see. I'll give you guys this code right here. Madison tried it. She said it was good. I haven't tried it yet. Let me get you guys this code. All right, so if you guys are into points, Ghost points, here it is. Can you see that? These are the points. So you go to ghostlifestyle.com/redeem, and the points are clock, warm, dirty, muscle, and that'll give you guys, how many points is it? I can't remember how many points, but a good amount of points. So thank you guys for tuning in. That's your reward. But yeah, this pre-workout is dropping on Thursday next week. So I think it's March 22nd. And also they got new shakers too. Here's one. Here's another one, and this one's pretty cool too, black and red. I'm not sure when those are dropping, but they should be soon. All right, gonna answer some questions. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick update. All right. So, geez, trying to go from the beginning. Okay, so what medical school do I go to? I might reveal that. I've been kind of hesitant to, but I might reveal that soon. Summer shredding, I'm not personally competing, but I may go to the event. A couple guys from Ghost messaged me and were like, hey, everyone's trying to go. So I may go to summer shredding on, I think it's June 16th. So I might do that. Intro to Swolology. I don't know. What exactly do you mean by that? I'm 25. I'll be 26 on April 9th, so that's coming up pretty quick. Any fitness updates? So right now I'm currently bulking still. I'm trying to keep it pretty slow. I'm hovering at about like 171, 172 pounds at night, and I typically wake up anywhere between like 169 or 170. I don't really have any plans to cut down specifically yet, just because I don't want that to interfere. I don't want that to interfere with my step studying. So we'll see. I might like kind of just like back off on the food amounts a little bit, but I'm not going to do like an insane cut or anything like that. Do I like Boards and Beyond? I actually really like that a lot for especially physiology type stuff for like cardio. The guy who does Boards and Beyond is a cardiologist, so like his cardio section's awesome. But for like renal, pulmonary, like all that really heavy physiology stuff, Boards and Beyond is really good. I don't think it's like as good. Obviously, it doesn't beat Pathoma when going over pathology, but it's good for like covering the stuff that Pathoma doesn't. So that's what I like it for. Can you get into medical school with a 3.4 to 3.6 GPA? Yes, you can. How tall am I? I'm about 5'7", kind of rounding up a little bit on that. What's going on, Brandon? What medical school? What schools did I apply to? I applied to a ton of schools, probably like 20 schools. You can see my whole like application process on that. I think it's How I Got into Medical School video. But yeah, I applied to so many schools, and I probably wasted a little bit more money than I should have on applications, but I wanted to make sure I got in. Did you guys have match day at your school today as well? I think so. I don't know a ton of fourth years, but I know like everyone got their like notification saying they matched on March 12th. And then I don't know, I'm sure the school did something special today for them, but I don't know like what exactly they did. What is my specialty? I'm not sure yet. Step one will depend a lot on that. What do I think about nurse anesthetists? Do I like working with nurses or anesthesiologists? So I'm not sure. I'm not really at that stage of my education. Kind of my understanding is like the nurses who get trained in that still have to be overseen by a doctor. So, I mean, but I'm sure like I haven't really seen it in action. So I'm sure like the nurse literally does everything and the anesthesiologist just like checks off on it. I don't really know how exactly that works, but so I can't really form like a specific opinion on it. Any advice you want to be a general surgeon? If you want to be a general surgeon in the U.S., then you got to do really well on step one. How's second year treating me? It's a lot harder than first year. It's kind of like toned down a little bit in terms of, I mean, we've learned everything we've needed to learn for step one. So it's kind of been a downhill slope since January, but it's been pretty good. Let's see. Sorry, scrolling through comments here. Let's see. All right, tips for pre-med freshmen. Do well in your freshman classes. Start volunteering too, or join like a pre-med club. and that'll help you guys like really get into the swing of things and what you need to do for medical school. Do I know Christian? Yeah, I met him for the first time at the Olympia, so he probably doesn't remember meeting me, but I met him there. And let's see, what's my advice on how to get a girlfriend? Uh, I don't know, like everything's so different now, like from because Madison and I have been dating for, was it 4 years now? It'll be 5 years this year. So a lot has changed since then. Like with Tinder and all that stuff, I wasn't even on any of those apps. But I would just say like, I don't know, if you find a girl that you really like, just be genuine, try to talk to her, be nice. It kind of depends on your situation. So you got to be in both your chemistry classes. Is that bad? No, it's not the end of the world. You want me to repeat the code for Ghost? I don't know, this front-facing camera is not like really good for this stuff. But here, you might be able to see it. Anyways, it's clock, warm, dirty, muscle. Sorry, these comments keep like scrolling up and then I have to scroll down. Let's see. Any giveaways this live stream? That was the giveaway. Step 1 needed for general surgery residency. Yeah, step 1's needed for any residency program in the United States. Is the school I go to for undergraduate studying important for when applying to medical school? No, not really at all. Like we have people in our class who have gone to like really small undergrad schools that like have no significant name at all. So it's really not like, if you want to go somewhere big like Yale or Harvard, then maybe. But even then, like I still think they would take people from like no-name schools essentially. Let's see, scrolling through here. Advice on going to med school when you have an autoimmune disease. Do I know anyone battling health issues throughout med school? Yeah, I actually do. Some guy, what did he have? I can't remember what exactly he had, but he got a C. diff infection and had to have his whole entire colon taken out. And so like he did that during this semester, and he's still in school. So that's pretty awesome that he's able to battle through that. But yeah, there's plenty of people with autoimmune diseases in medicine. How much were the Yeezys? Saw it on my Instagram story. The Wave Runners are $300 retail, so I'm definitely selling those. Any advice for cutting and what worked for me, like a week's worth? So if you see, I have like a playlist on dieting and medicine. That's my most recent cut. It's all about planning, honestly. Like you need to plan out your meals and keep track of everything, write everything down, and then make adjustments from there. Let's see, what was my high school GPA? I think it was like a 389 was my high school GPA. I live in the middle of the United States. I'm from California though. Appreciate it. Any chance Madison can do a video about nursing? Maybe. She's not like a big fan of being on camera, so I'm trying to get her better at it though. You guys should comment like, please Madison, make a video. Maybe she'll do it. What was my plan B or C or D if I did not get into medical school? So that's a pretty important plan to have, I guess. My plan was like, obviously if I didn't get in the first time, I would reapply, and the only thing I would have changed was retake the MCAT, because my MCAT wasn't like super competitive. I wouldn't have changed anything else about my application. And then if I didn't get in the second time, then I would have maybe considered like going the nursing route or the PA route. But PA is also very competitive, and kind of seems like a lot of PA programs want you to apply more than once just to like show that you're committed to the program, which I'm not really like, that's kind of dumb in my opinion. Have I ever tried intermittent fasting? Yes, and I don't particularly like it just because I like to work out kind of earlier in the day, and I like to have food in me. Any advice on being in a relationship and staying focused in school and medical school? How do I do it? That's really hard. You just have to make sure that other person understands that you are gonna need time to yourself and need time to study. And I think like that's probably the biggest thing, is just making sure they know that. You're from Texas, applying the cycle through TMD SAS, however you say that. Did I have any MMIs? Unfortunately, no, I never went through the MMI process. It sounds intimidating, but I would say like go on Student Doctor and read about the MMIs and see if you can find any information on that. Did I have any internships or research in college? No, none of that stuff. Did I have any leadership? So my leadership that I put down was team captain for my gymnastics team. So that was my biggest team, or my biggest leadership extracurricular. If you buy DiGiorno pizza on Amazon and it's delivered to your house, is it still DiGiorno? Sure, yeah. Any advice? You really want to be a general surgeon? Can you elaborate on like where you're at in your career? Third year med student from the Philippines. What's up? Any advice for a trauma surgeon? Where are you at in your education as well? I'm glad people got the code. What step 1 score do I think is needed for general surgery residency? I think like 230, around 230 is kind of the average. I could be wrong on that though. Hey Kevin, I appreciate it. Taking the MCAT May 5th. Let's see. What do I think about applying to a fairly new medical school? I think you can. I applied to some and I interviewed at some too, and it's a little bit scary because they're not always accredited, but I mean, I think if you get in, then you get in. When am I and Madison having kids? Well, we got to get married first. So the wedding's coming, and then once after we're married, then we'll have kids, which I don't know when that'll happen, but yeah. Someone said, please, Madison, make a video. I hope she heard that. Where did I do my undergrad? University of Oklahoma. What time do I usually get up on a regular day? So I was doing the whole like 5 o'clock thing for a while, but I found like it was good and it was productive, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to stick to, just because like on the weekends you typically don't wake up at 5 and then you got to switch back to that schedule. So like I kind of did it to test myself to see like, 1, can I do it? And 2, like, am I more productive? Just because I wanted to see if that was better for me. And it was productive, but I felt like I've lost a ton of productivity like during the middle of the day. So I don't do it anymore, so I typically get up around 7 or 8. Let's see. What program did I use to prepare for the MCAT? I used Princeton, and it was good. But yeah, Princeton's good as far as like teaching you the stuff, but if you want to like practice and do test questions, I would do UWorld. You are in 4th grade. Okay. That's awesome, man. I would just do really well in your schooling, and hopefully as you grow older and get through school, you still want to be a surgeon by the time that time comes. I want to do some kind of surgery after med school, I think. I appreciate it, Steve. Is it possible to never match? It is possible to never match. So typically if you don't match, you enter like what they call a scramble, and you try to find any program that has an opening, and basically you'll do your intern year, because it's kind of the same throughout all the specialties. Or most of the specialties at least, and then if you don't like whatever you matched into, then you re-enter the match and try again. Who is my inspiration, and what do I tell myself when I'm feeling lazy to study? I don't really like look to a certain person per se. Like I don't go like, oh, Dr. So-and-so is studying right now, I should too. I kind of look more towards like what motivates me, or what motivated me to do this in the beginning, and I use that as inspiration. Does working during your undergrad years strengthen your application? Yes, it can, as long as you keep up your grades. Is it possible to graduate medical school but never find a job? I guess it's possible, but it's not very likely. How often do I how often do I study a day? Like how many hours? Um, I mean, pretty much from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. But I mean, I obviously take breaks. So I take breaks to eat lunch, go to the gym, spend a lot of my time on my phone, which I probably shouldn't. But yeah. What are the top strategies you use to manage your time? So I'd say like breaking your day up into a schedule does help, and try to like give yourself an assignment for that day as well. So like if you say, okay, I want to read this chapter and do these homework questions or do these test banks or something like that, like assign yourself a goal and then make sure you finish it by the end of the day. See, scrolling through here, are mission trips BS? I guess it depends on your trip, but I know a lot of people who do like their mission trips. If you're in high school, it doesn't matter about your grades. To get into college, it matters, but no med school is going to look at your high school grades. Any advice on how to grow your YouTube channel or Instagram account? Yeah, so honestly, like I feel like my YouTube channel kind of grew on accident. Like I had one video that I posted on med school and fitness, and that was my first video. Actually, no. The first video that I did that I think like got like tens of thousands of views was my dieting pill video. It did okay. It didn't do great. I mean, like it did way better than all my other videos. And then I did another video with Jake Dalton, just like us training together, and that did pretty well. But then I stopped doing YouTube because I got into medical school, and then I think that one video, my med school and fitness video, like just accidentally blew up. I don't even really know like how or why. But that kind of helped move things along, and then like next thing I know, I just like all these subs started coming. So I can't really like explain how it happened, but I think what people found interesting was the difference. I don't know, it was just something different. Like there wasn't a ton of people vlogging about med school and then working out and all that stuff. So I think finding something that's unique is a good way to grow a YouTube channel. And I don't know, just post videos because you want to post videos. Don't post it for like likes or subscriptions or anything like that. And I think people will see through that. And if they really enjoy what you have to offer, the uniqueness of your channel, then I think it'll grow no matter what. And then as far as like Instagram, both Instagram and YouTube, like Instagram, it's hard because you can't really get across your personality. Like it's all just pictures and videos. And I think Instagram people, I don't know, aren't as invested into it as like the way people are invested into people on YouTube. So for Instagram, like I think it's all about having high quality photos, posting. If you can post like 3 times a day, I think that's the best way to do it. But that's a lot of work. So it's all about being consistent and posting often. And YouTube too, you should post consistently and often, which I don't. But if I didn't go to med school, then I would. Let's see. Scrolling through here. Did I usually just have one day to relax and regroup in med school? Usually not, because I wasn't as efficient as I would like to be, so I never really took a full day off. What is the best study strategy for MCAT and med school to learn? It depends on the person, man. There's not really like one best way. Are undergraduate honor societies worth it? I would say no, because I didn't do them, but maybe, I don't know. What were your grades like throughout high school and college? High school, I got a 3.89. College, I got a 3.64. Let's see. Billy, I actually didn't get all A's. So high school, I got 1 C, and that was in honors geometry. And then college, I didn't get any C's, but I got a lot of B's. I got A's and B's. Arm size, I don't really know. I think I have a tape measure here. All right, this is for the arm size. haven't done this in a very long time. It's probably not going to be that big because I'm not like working out or pumped or anything. All right, arm size is like a little over, it's about 15 inches, a little under 15 inches relaxed. Flexed, it's 16 and a half right now. 16 and a half, it's arm size. Let's see. I can't believe I did that on live stream. What jobs? Let's see. Did I always have a good work ethic? Yeah, I would say my work ethic has always been pretty strong. What jobs should someone consider during the summer while wanting to attend med school? Do something healthcare related. So like CNA, phlebotomy, EMT, any of those are really good. Advice on balancing extracurricular activities and grades throughout the latter years of high school. That's a tough balance. I mean, just always put your grades first, and then if you have spare time, go do those extracurriculars. But grades should come first. How hard are the steps compared to the MCAT? It's the step one is a lot more medicine based, and I think it's a lot more problem solving skills. The MCAT is, I mean, a lot of that's problem solving too, but a lot of it's memorization. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be harder though, of course. What time do I usually go to bed and wake up? I usually go to bed around 11 or 12 and wake up around like 6, anywhere between 6 and 8. Can an upward grade trends make up for poor grades? No one really ever like gave me a definitive answer on that, but I think they can. Are applicants who take gap years held to a higher standard than other applicants? I don't think necessarily, no. I think if you took a gap year, you need to be able to explain what you did during that gap year. What is my favorite Kingdom Hearts moment? Right now is when they released the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 3. Do I think being a good cadaver dissector equals a good surgeon? No, not necessarily. I mean, there's obviously some correlation, but I don't think that's like a definitive, I don't know, factor, I guess. Do I think having a mild stuttering issue will affect your success through medical school? Definitely not, no. So guys, by the way, these ghost codes, these are one entry. So like only one person can redeem this. So whoever redeemed it the first got the points and no one else after. So it's like a first come, first serve thing. So you got to be quick. I just was saying that because someone was asking about the code. I go to an allopathic med school. What was it like to interview for medical school? So I posted a video on that, kind of talking about the whole thing on my channel, so you should check it out. Okay, so we got a first-year medical student from the Philippines. What's going on? And you want tips on how to maintain your physique while studying. It's pretty hard during your first year, like balancing it out and adjusting to med school. But once you adjust, I think it's pretty easy. I mean, just go to the gym when you have first study break, and then make sure you eat relatively healthy throughout the day. Can I give a shout out to your kids, Allison, Joshua, and Luke? What's going on, Allison, Joshua, and Luke? Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. How likely is it to land an interview with a 3.5 GPA and average MCAT? I think it's pretty likely. Just apply to DO schools too. Am I bad at math? No, I wouldn't consider myself bad at math. I got pretty much A's in every other math class, so no. I'm just not like a big fan of geometry. Hey, I appreciate the support from Ireland. Do I want to do research after I finish med school? Maybe. Like, it would have to be like product-based research, or possibly, I'm not really into like drug research, but maybe like, I don't know, building something that can help people as far as not like drugs, but like, I don't know, braces or new ways to do certain surgeries, or I don't know. I would definitely be interested in something like that. Nelson, I appreciate the donation. When is the best time to take the MCAT? The best time to take the MCAT is, it's honestly when you're ready, because you don't want to take it when you're not ready just because this is the best time, like, and get a bad score. You want to take it when you think you will have the optimal score. But in terms of like application cycle, you want to take it in the spring, because if you take it in the spring, you will have your score back by the time you submit your applications, which is typically the summer or fall. And then you need your MCAT score to be considered for an interview like 99% of the time. So I would say, like, if you can, either take it like winter break or January or sometime in the spring for that application cycle. What are my summer plans? So I take my test June 15th and then I start my third year June 25th. So I have 10 days. So possible plan is go from here to Houston for summer shredding. Maybe this was just brought to my attention today. So I don't know about this, but maybe go to Houston for the summer shredding event with the whole Ghost team. And then after that, fly back to California to see my family, and then come back here for the start of med school, third year. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that. Wanted to, if I still do carb cycling, I will probably cycle when I start my cut, but right now I'm bulking, so I'm not carbs. I'm just eating a ton of carbs right now. If I didn't go to medicine, what other career would I pursue? I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't know. That's a really tough one. I think I'd either do something like still healthcare based, and then I don't know if I would do YouTube, because like my YouTube was kind of built on med school, so it'd be like without a goal or I don't know, something in mind, it would be hard to build a YouTube channel around that. Are there other people like myself who have a similar mindset when it comes to fitness and medicine? Yeah, there's a lot of people actually who like really enjoy working out that are in medicine. What's up, Montez? So you want a tip to be a surgeon? I would just say, like, just know that everything you're doing now is going to build up to that point in you becoming successful in whatever you want to do, whether it's surgery or anything else. Like, you're preparing for that moment right now. So, I mean, make the most of the moment, and just keep in mind that this is helping you for the future. In allopathic medical school, so there's two types of degrees. There's an MD and a DO. In the United States, I'm sure it's the same all around the world, but at least in the United States, those two degrees can do the same exact thing. So they started out kind of different. Osteopathic, kind of, they preach like a holistic style medicine, and they also do osteopathic manipulation, which is kind of like chiropractics. I've heard that chiropractics kind of spinned off that. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, that's pretty much what those two things are. But now they do the same exact things. All right. I'm sorry. I'm going to pick one more question. How did I become a Ghost ambassador? You absolutely love the products and want to be an ambassador so badly. So I tell the story a lot, I feel like, but I guess not everyone's heard it. So I messaged the brand before they even launched. I talked to Dan, actually, and then just, like, I don't know, talked a lot about the products and everything. And then we actually met up in Vegas, got a workout in, got to hang out after. We saw Brooke Evers play, and then just kind of like kept in touch from there. And when they launched their hoodies, Madison, she used to do photography before she got into nursing school. So she just like took some shots of me in the hoodie, and then I posted on my Instagram, and I sent all those shots to who did I send them to? I think I sent them to Ryan, and they really liked them. And then we kind of built like a working relationship through there. Like, it was kind of like I take shots for them, then they'll send me some products, and then they develop their ambassador program and thought I was a good fit for that. So that's kind of pretty much how that all came about. All right, one more question. Did I take a gap year? If so, what did I do during that gap year? Yes, I took technically 2 gap years. So I graduated in 2014. This is also answered in another video, but just really quickly, I graduated in 2014, went to EMT school, graduated that. It was like a 2-week accelerated course. Graduated that, studied for my MCAT, took my MCAT, then got a job as an EMT. So by the time I took my MCAT and got a job as an EMT, that was like already 6 months after graduating. And then so that whole, let's see. Then I applied. So I was working as an EMT and applied that following summer. So this is now a year out of graduating. And then the application cycle takes a whole entire year between like getting accepted and going into school. So I was accepted in April of 2016, and then I started med school that fall. So I worked as an EMT my entire gap year. But I was actually not an EMT. That was the license I got. But I worked as an ER tech in the emergency room. Yes. So guys, this live stream will be uploaded to my second channel, my live stream channel. So be sure, if you guys haven't checked that out, it's on my main YouTube page. So I'm pulling it up right here real quick for you guys. But it's called EJ's Life. I didn't really know what else to call it. Hold on one sec. So if you go to my channel, it'll be posted on this channel right here. So just go to my main channel and then the link will be there. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. Remember, the Alpha Clothing restock is now live. So you can pick it up at alphaclothing.co. And my code EJFit will save you guys 15% there. And Max's Mango Margarita is dropping next Thursday at ghostlifestyle.com. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later.